All right, friends, so now we're back and we're here to get our finishing touches and lid and catch and all that fun stuff on our clay slab box. So I'm gonna once again carefully take out, I just saved these just in case I would need them if there was any unfortunate events that occurred when I was doing my slab box. So far so good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of reshape a little bit. I can dip my fingers in the water here and kind of guide the clay along to the shape I want. So like last time, I said I was gonna have to problem solve my lid to see how to make it fit, since I wanted to try a few different shapes. I have a few ideas. I'm just gonna practice. I'm adding a little water on here because I thought if part of it was kind of domed, it'd be kind of fun to dome the lid a little bit too. And so I just added a little water. Like we said before, you have to gradually get clay to do what you want it to do. And I kind of am interested in the dome shape. Like that. And, but maybe just a little more pulled out. Like that. Okay. So now here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to add a little extra coil of clay around a few of these pieces here. So I'll dip my thing in the water. I'm just going to cut this little slab piece off. I'm still going to coil it just because I want a edge that I can score and slip easier. Okay, and I'm going to make the same amount of coil for the other side. So that's why before putting it on, I rolled it out first. So I'm going to do the same thing over here, and I can cut off any excess that I have going back and forth with those coils. There, going from the center, pulling out to the edges. And now we're gonna go ahead and cut that off. Now I'm just gonna score and slip it to that edge and that edge for that little extra that I'm gonna have because of the pillowing effect. Okay, so now I'm gonna score and slip. So if something like that happened with yours and you needed to add a little extra on, this is how you can do it. Okay, and it's gonna take a little bit of time here to gradually score and slip and to do it well, okay? So I don't want to do it fast and have it not look how I want it to look. I'm gonna take my time here and bring it up together, bring it back, dip this, doesn't have water in it, it is, you know, it's becoming our slab piece, but yes, doesn't have water yet. Okay, I can recarve anything I need to. There we go. I'm gonna need to very carefully flip this over from the side I didn't put a coil on, because that is what you're gonna run into there. You're going to need to carefully dip in the water just a little bit, add back in the seams on the bottom there. Okay, there we go. Smooth that baby up. All right. Dip my finger in the water here, smooth that together. Okay, just gonna bring this around. Bring that around. That little piece, I think needs a little bit more of a coil right there. Just that little indent in the clay. So I'm just gonna score and slip, dip in the water, and smooth out that little extra. There we go. And it's not gonna crack later. That's what I was worried about, that piece. Okay, now I'm going to flip it back over, and there'll be a little bit more smoothing that I need to do. All right, there we go, just to get it. And then I'm going to test it to see. I was trying to, there we go, add a little bit of that extra clay in there. I'm going to test it to see how it works. I just want a little bit more of a point on there, so I'm going to dip my fingers in the water and smooth it together. Remember, we have to gradually get clay to do what we want it to do. All right, come on back. And now I'm going to do that little bit of pillowing effect here with the lid, and that's looking better, about right there. Okay. So now my lid fits correctly, but I still want it to just, I'm just gonna kind of curve it just a little bit more. There. There. Okay. There we go. Then I'm gonna have it kind of curve the edges just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna score and slip the catch. So last year we learned about a catch, and a catch is a way that helps keep the lid on in case it goes sideways. So if you're like carrying your box and it goes like this, the catch will stop it. Of course, it isn't gonna stop it from going completely upside down, okay, but it's going to stop it enough that it won't kind of fall over if you do it sideways. So I'm just gonna put kind of like well, you know what? I'm gonna make it a triangle shape just to match my box. So I'm gonna kind of go like that, cut it off, go like score and slip. Don't forget that. All right, that would not be good. Score and slip here, and add another little bit, and score and slip on the other side. So score and slip on both sides there. I don't want to just, I'm gonna blend it together as well. So I'm gonna dip in the water here and blend the little piece. Ooh, careful, I should do this one first. So I'm just gonna blend it down a little bit like that. Okay, kind of flip it so I can see and blend it down like that. Flip it so I can see, blend it down so it doesn't fall apart later. Okay, there we go. And then I can smooth it a little bit more. There we are. There we are. Dip in the water and blend it. There. I'm just gonna dip my finger in the water now and add that catch on. So the catch is gonna be really important as well. I'm just gonna smooth out the sides there too. Sometimes artists like to hide fun designs in the catch too, so maybe I'm just gonna draw in some of my swirls in the catch just for some fun extra designs there. Gonna smooth that out now. Okay, and I might do some fun designs on the bottom of the lid just as a fun surprise for whoever looks at it. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna think about the handle too. So now that I'm gonna think about the handle and any extra little pieces that I want to use. First though, I'm gonna kind of almost pull the handle. And so I'm taking it and I'm pulling it down gradually and I'm following through with the motion, okay? Just like when you shoot a basket, you follow through. So I'm just gonna pull this down a little bit here. So then I'm gonna kind of take it and bend it a little bit to get kind of a wave shape. And I'm kind of using 2 fingers and pulling it down here. Okay, before I do anything, I noticed some bumps on it. So I'm just gonna go like that before I do any more of pulling it. I'm not gonna use the part that I'm holding because it's a little goopy, yeah. Okay, and I always dip my fingers in the water so there's not too much friction. Okay, smoothing it out. Now, I'm gonna kind of twist it a little bit and think about the shape that I want. I'm gonna set that there for a minute, sponge off my hands a little bit so I can work with it easier. Scooch this up. Okay, I think this would look fun in this circle-ish shape, like that. Tried to hold it up so y'all could see, and I'm gonna be careful. There, and I'm gonna score and slip it. Not gonna try and fit. Oh, thank you, gravity. You helped me out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'm gonna go like that, and I'm going to cut off the extra, all right? Then I'm just gonna kind of smooth that together. Not completely. And this is going to be maybe my lid, maybe my handle. I think it looks good from that angle. One thing I'm not loving is the bulkiness of here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna cut it off here and here. And I'm gonna have to be kind of careful as I do this. There, that's better. So it's not as bulky there. So now I'm gonna score and slip, score and slip, and score and slip. Carefully pull these two together. Okay. And so my idea is not to get any fingers to go through that, you know, like some handles you can do that with. This one is just going to be one that you pull up and grab together. Okay. So now I'm going to score and slip and score and slip. I'm taking this off because I don't want it to sink in as I put this on. Okay. And I'm just going to carefully blend this together. And I'm going to use this tool here to kind of blend that together. Look on this side. Now, while it's still damp, I'm not ever trying to pull up my piece by this handle because it hasn't been bisked, it hasn't been fired. And I just wanted to spin it around to see what it looked like. Nope, like it better that way. And then it's just going to fall apart. So don't ever pull it up by the handle, please, while it's still in the wet clay stage. Be careful. It's not sealed together. Okay. There we go. And I'm just gonna kind of carefully put it on to see what I think. I like it. And now I'm gonna work on the edges a little bit, right? The clay's still in its wet stage. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can make any other fun wave designs, smooth up any little cracks or things along the edge, and I'll be done. All right, we'll catch you guys in just a sec. All right, awesome artists. So now I went a little extra. I kind of had fun with some of these extra slab pieces, just really making it more sculptural, I suppose you would say, as I've got the sides of the box covered with my extra slabs. Very much more sculptural. Okay, I still have a little bit of time while it's this stage to kind of make sure it's in the right shape that I want. I'm actually gonna get paper towel to put on the inside to help the lid from sinking down. Be right back. Okay, I got some paper towel in here just to kind of help keep the shape that I want. Because once it's dry, it's no longer malleable, you know. And so I want this to kind of do its thing. And so it's gonna kind of curve with the shape of the box. There we go. Okay, and then when it's dry, before I put it in the kiln, I'll take out the paper towel carefully, but I'm not lifting up that thing by the handle. Okay, when you're done, I'm going to very carefully pick it up, right, because of that paper towel in there. Oh, I just saw an edge to smooth, so I'm smoothing it. Because of that paper towel in there, it is easier to pick up without smooshing. So now I'm gonna go put it back on the clay cart, let it dry out, and I'm loving it. All right, we'll catch you later. Bye, awesome artists. Keep up the creating.